All right, thank you for joining us. It's still your weekend, and it's time for us to meet our second guest. And I have with me Angelina Josiah. She is the project manager, NTA TV rep for Miss Intelligence. You're welcome.
Thank you for having me.
And I also have the organizer of Miss Intelligence reality TV show. You're welcome to.
Happy to be here.
All right, thank you so much. So tell us a bit about this Miss Intelligence reality TV show. What's it all about?
As you can see, it's Miss Intelligence, which means more than all the while I think we've all experienced beauty pageant and all that. So let's make it clear, it's not just Miss Intelligence, it's Miss Intelligence TV reality show. It's not a beauty pageant, but a reality show. What are we looking for? Looking for something a little bit more. We want to say women over the years are known to be beautiful, but there's more to them. They have intellectual, they are resourceful. So this contest, so I call it, is an opportunity to look at those ingredients that makes up the African woman, the Nigerian woman in particular.
Okay. All right. So you have already answered. I was going to ask, say that there's so many TV shows out there. Yeah. So what makes Miss Intelligence different? Why should we watch Miss Intelligence?
I think it's about the task and the content of it. Okay. Yeah, you see young girls being asked to, for instance, create a brand and defend it. So in the country these days, you see women entrepreneurs. So they're doing more than beauty. Sometimes they're not in politics. In the contest, you see them being asked to create a political party and run for the office of the president. Okay. So those are the kind of what makes us a little bit different. And of course, she's very close to, she's been in the game now. So
all right, so tell us the parts that you're playing, the role you're playing.
Thank you, Mom. Me, as a woman, I used to see some other women as role models. The first day he came with this project to our office, I said, this is nice. Let's celebrate womanhood. Let's bring that which women does not know about themselves. When we look at like Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala today, you will say, yes, this is a woman. But how many of them are in our society today? Just few. But why? Not that we don't have the intellectual ability to reach there, no, but no support out there. So that's why we said, yes, this is a good project. We have to stand by it, and we know how we'll start it, and we know we will get there. And one day, by God's grace, we know a woman will be the president of Nigeria, will be the Senate president, and Speaker, House of Representatives. Because this, from first citizen, second, third, there's no woman. There are women out there that are ready to do it. There are women out there that are ready to give out. So that's why we created this program now, to breed the leaders, to encourage them that discover what is inside you that you don't know, so that you give out to the society.
All right, fantastic. So how do you make your selections?
Before I quickly talk about that, there's one other ingredient to this. We felt it would be nice to use those women who are living the dream as role model for the girl child in Nigeria. So we come up with something called the Girl Child Award. So on the 25th of this month, that is when the grand finale of this event will take place. We'll match it up with the Girl Child Award. That is on that. Yes, how we did selection. This year, what we did is practically allow people to come in, and we gave them a simple task. For instance, this year we said, create a small business brand to test how your intellectual. So don't think you're coming to a beauty contest, you're coming to test you here. So we give, and based on the videos we got, where we say, okay, this and this and this should come. And then when they get to the house, we now allocate them to different states. So they may not come from the state. That's how Nigeria is supposed to be. I don't have to come from Kaduna State to represent Kaduna. So that is what we've done.
Okay, so can anyone join? Like, is there an age limit to who can join?
It's normally between 18 and 35. We actually want to make it 30, because 35 are now with
old mothers.
Because we believe there should have been established.
Exactly.
Okay. So what were the challenges that you faced while trying to get people to join? to be part of this project?
Because this is a maiden edition, while marketing the project, we had so many challenges. That is convincing sponsors to accept to sponsor the event. Till now, as the event is even on, we have no one single sponsor, because though the time was short. So that's what they were complaining about. That was our first major challenge. Sponsorship. There was no sponsorship. But we one, the subsequent ones, there will be no problem.
Okay. So do you think it's worth it? Like this project that
Wow. It's about, in fact, I think it's been the most the best, the most enriching experience of my life.
Okay.
Having the opportunity, one, not only to work with people like them, Angelina, but also to see the young girls who are in the house now, they're inspired. They want this platform to show that they can do more than the catwalk. So what they've been seeing is catwalk, but now they come to a place where they exhibit more than the catwalk. They've been, in fact, just watching them and seeing how they're happy it is. And number two, recognizing the Nigerian women. Wow. When we spoke to the wife of the governor of Imo State, she was excited. They said this is what she's been dreaming, working for, that she will come into this kind of project and help to support the girl child. So I think it's worth it, because we believe that at the end of the day, the girl will be more than an object.
Yes. She's more than just being in the kitchen
Exactly.
or in the bedroom.
Exactly.
Or marriage.
Yes, there's more to that.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So what should we be expecting? Like some of the tasks that you mentioned, creating your own brand, that was the first task. What other tasks should we see, or should we be expecting, what should, just give us a hint.
I won't reveal all, but I'll just say to you for instance now, intellectually, I will say to the audience there now, somebody just say, make 10 letter words from the word Nigeria. You understand? And then you begin to think. How fast you do it and how you deliver it is what we're looking for.
All right. Okay.
And sometimes it's arithmetic. So we just one or two things. So all those ones are addendum. Of course, there's still entertainment in the house. They're dancing, they have a little bit of party, but in a more moral manner this time.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what are your expectations at the end of this exercise, or at the end of what are you expecting that would come out of it?
We're expecting that the knowledge that will impact in them during these 2 weeks will work for their future.
Okay.
Because it's not all about what you study in the university that you work towards it. Not that you will not do that, but there are some things that you can still do aside that. So we believe what they will learn in their house, even if you are not crowned the Miss Intelligence at the end of the game, definitely you will go home with something. That's something upstairs that you can,
a skill also.
secure your future.
Another thing, very important, you see, as we speak now, part of Africa is with the girls. And so this other financial body who want to actually equip them to go home and say, hey, now you live in this camp, go and set up your own business, right? You can now set up a financial, if they can give NIN and stuff like that. We've got that ready for them. But most important, I think, is that every Nigerian woman there and every Nigerian man there, because some men are actually still helping to bring up the girl child. They can now give that recognition that the girl child had the most. If you educate a woman, you've grown the society. You understand? So, because, like I always say, I've never seen a place where they say fatherless home, or we have a lot more motherless home, because you can survive without a father. A society cannot survive without a father. So raising the profile or the ego or the morale of the Nigerian woman that, hey, this is who you are. You know it, but maybe, like she said, it's not as if the talents are not there, but maybe that environment or that waking up or say, hey, go and do it, it's not there. So maybe this is a wake-up call for the Nigerian girl to know that she's more than a catwalk person.
All right, thank you so much. But just before we go, is it going to be a yearly thing, or this is one of?
It's going to be a yearly thing.
Yes,
by God's grace.
All right, no problem. Thank you so much for coming on the show, and
Thank
I
you
wish
for
you all the
having
best
us.
in
Thank you for having
your
us.
endeavors. All right, so it's still your weekend, and the show continues. Enjoy.